Hey, what's up, Algebra 2? This is Mr. Fleischman. I just wanted to give you guys a quick rundown of the lesson plan today. Hopefully you guys are having an awesome day. Let's go back to, just number one, I want you guys to just get out that homework. It's called Unit Circle Part 1 at the top. So if you didn't get one of those, there should be more copies at the front of the room. I want you guys to look at starting at problem 4 and all the way on. I want you guys to answer those questions on the board after reviewing with your group. So just if you feel so inclined, go ahead and do a few of them up on the board. I just want to make sure you guys feel okay about being able to talk about this with your group and see if you all can come to an agreement on what the answers are. I think you guys will be good on this. We had a little cheat sheet packet that we can use. So once you're done doing that, which should only take 20, 30 minutes, and you feel good about the answers and you agree on them and you've gotten examples covered, let's turn that in and we'll collect it and I'll grade it when I get back. Then we're going to have the group project. It's the Trig Super Fun Time Wonder Packet. Okay, so you're working groups and you also need Desmos. So let's look at what the Super Fun Time Wonder Packet is. Essentially what you're going to be doing is a little bit more unit circle stuff. So I'm going to have you guys do this a lot. Construct the unit circle, because it's really important that we're able to calculate the sine, cosine, and tangent very quickly in tough problems, so you don't have to get sidetracked by going to your calculator and rounding your numbers. Then we're also going to look for a new property about sine squared and cosine squared and what they do together. Okay, so what you're going to do is calculate the sine, cosine, and then you're going to square them and see what happens when you add them. Now here's the thing, no calculator allowed here, okay? Can I say that one more time? So put your phone down. I see you looking at your phone. Look up here. No calculator allowed for the Pythagorean identity part. You have to use the unit circle and you have to square things manually and add them together manually, okay? Then we're going to move on to some other stuff about what happens when you take angles. You take the cosine of all these angles and, again, no calculator. Well, actually, okay, fine. This one, go ahead, use a calculator. Use one if you want to. What happens when you double the cosine theta? What happens when you add one to it? And what happens when you double the angle, okay? Then we're going to plot those graphs separately and see what happens. So we're going to try to figure out how we can modify the graph of a cosine curve by putting numbers like 2 in front, or the 2 inside by the angle, and see what happens. So we're going to try to get to the properties of the graphs and how the graphs of these functions are, how they can change based on adding things and multiplying things in different places. Okay, so next we're going to do Desmos and move on to this. You're going to see this later up close in your groups, but you're going to use Desmos for this next part and use sliders and things like that to see how they affect. And then there's just a couple more problems, finding missing sides and angles, and then kind of an applied problem towards the end. These last couple problems are applied. So this is a group project that should take you the rest of the way through the period, and I do want to see those collected. And over the weekend, your only homework is to work on your test corrections if you had any to do. So I want you guys to work really hard on this packet. If you are in your group and somebody's not working, please just nudge them and get them to participate with you. Maybe you guys could split these problems up and get done really fast. But I do want you guys to be working. I don't want you to just be putting your feet up on the desk and using your iPad to play games or something. Okay, so our sub has the power to take your electronics if you aren't using them wisely. So let's be really productive and show them the T-Bird way and get through this Trig Super Fun Time Wonder Packet and turn that in at the end of the period with no homework over the weekend. So all I ask is that you work really hard for this 100 minutes and you are good to go for the weekend, okay? I'll trust you to do that. Okay, you guys, I'll miss you. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Monday. And I'm not sure if I'll be burnt or tan or whatever, but I'll see you then.